Hey Eagle fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Welcome into Philadelphia Eagles Now. Well, you see the headline of this video. Yes, it is official. Doug Pederson has been fired. He is out as the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. This is literally hours, maybe even minutes after I posted the previous video on this channel discussing that he was meeting with GM Howie Roseman and things could change today along with the meeting with owner Jeff Lurie, and yet here we go. This is shocking. This is unbelievable. Let's break it down. Let's give some raw reaction here on your one-stop shop for everything regarding the Philadelphia Eagles Now channel here on YouTube. So it's official. Multiple reports have all agreed and said Doug Pederson is out. The Eagles are in search of a brand new head coach. He met with Jeff Lurie in Florida today, following a meeting that happened in the previous week where they said they didn't see eye to eye in the future of the Philadelphia Eagles. Today was the critical day, and I thought it'd come out tomorrow if they were going to keep or let him go, and instead it is this instant, really, that is officially over. A couple of thoughts here quickly. This means that there must have been a major rift between not only owner, GM, but also head coach. There had to have been a big-time disagreement in order for this to go down, because this is as shocking as it comes, and it comes a couple of weeks late. There are a bunch of other football teams that have a head start jump on the Eagles in terms of a coaching candidate. They might not get their guy. Wow, it is absolutely insane. Okay, first off, your one-word reaction to the Doug Pederson firing down below in the comment section right now. Mine, insanity. I think my one word is insanity right now. This is unbelievable. It's insane for the Eagles to do. It does not make sense, and I'm 100% against this firing. I want your thoughts down below right now in the comments section. Listen, there are many reasons why, but this is an absolutely terrible move. I mentioned the first one. One, you're behind in the head coaching search. Other teams have already interviewed a lot of the top candidates, which means they might not get their chance at like an Eric Bieniemy or a Robert Saleh or some of the top coaching candidates I've talked about here on different channels and with Chat Sports over the past couple of days and weeks. It's bad because a lot of the players love Doug Pederson. Doug Pederson, for all intents and purposes, is a player's coach. And before you even comment it down below, this has nothing to do with the Eagles benching Jalen Hurts in the fourth quarter against the Washington football team and playing Nate Sudfeld. Literally nothing. Jason Kelce, the leader of this football team, backed Doug Pederson on the decision, said they all understood why he did it, and that the decision came from higher ups. It wasn't a Doug Pederson call. It was probably a Howie Roseman call, who wants a better draft pick in order to save his butt in all of this, which has been one of the main issues the Eagles have overall had going forward in Philadelphia. And also, the main thing here is Doug Pederson won a Super Bowl 3 years ago. He has a championship banner in Lincoln Financial Field, the only one in franchise history, and has a statue outside the stadium, for Pete's sake, and they already fired him. Now, and it wasn't like he won a Super Bowl and then stunk. Won a Super Bowl. Was Alshon Jeffrey's dumb catching hands a play away from beating the Saints and going back to the NFC title game, maybe even back to the Super Bowl in 2018. Then they go to the postseason in 2019 with literally zero weapons around Carson Wentz. And then this year, with more injuries than any team in the National Football League, the Eagles were still a game away from winning what was the worst division in football. You're telling me Doug Pederson is the real problem here? Doug Pederson is not absolved from all blame. I'm sure there's some question marks there regarding his relationship and Carson Wentz. Maybe they're doing this because they choose Carson Wentz over Doug Pederson, which is a whole different story. But Doug Pederson is far from the reason why Philadelphia lost this year and struggled this year. And to fire him after really one bad season is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen in the National Football League. Now, the question really becomes, where do we go from here? What do you do from here? Because the Eagles need to go ahead and hire somebody as their new head coach. We'll talk more about that here in just 1 second. But Philadelphia went from, honestly, one of the most respected organizations in the NFL, one of the most well-run, go up to the very top, Jeffrey Lurie organizations in the National Football League, to now becoming, I'm not going to say the laughing stock. This is not the Jets, but this has been one of the more embarrassing, I'd say, past not maybe 8 months to be an Eagles fan and see someone covering the Philadelphia Eagles, because they have gone from good to horrible and suddenly find themselves without a head coach, with a massive quarterback controversy, and a GM who seems so power hungry he's willing to really excommunicate and get rid of anybody standing in his way in terms of calling the shots for the Philadelphia Eagles. Finally, before I get into my next question, this does mean there'll be a massive purge on the Eagles coaching staff. The majority of the Eagles staff is no longer going to be there. You'll see the next couple of hours, maybe even days, they're going to fire everybody. They're going to clean house. It'll be a completely different Eagles team going forward in 2021. Let me ask you guys this. Who should the Eagles hire as their next head coach? The replacement for Doug Pederson will be? Let me know down below in the comments section. Again, make sure you guys are subscribed, because tomorrow I'm going to give you guys a full breakdown. 10 plus candidates Philadelphia can hire to replace and be the replacement for the head coaching candidacy. I'm hearing the Chiefs quarterbacks coach, I'm blanking on his name right now, but the Chiefs quarterback coach and Andy Reid disciple and Andy Reid coaching tree could be one of their lead guys that they're interested in right now. It's just like, that's what Doug Pederson was, so we're just replacing Doug Pederson with another Doug Pederson. Man, it's confusing. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Quickly, Carson Wentz, I think this means they're going to try to keep him. I mean, I think there was a Doug versus Wentz situation. Maybe that's at the root of all of this. Who knows? Even though Doug said he was willing to work on their relationship and mend and get Carson Wentz back to his MVP potential. But still, this feels like Wentz has a higher chance of staying now because you bet the next head coach will want to go ahead and keep Carson Wentz and try to get him back to the former greatness that he once was. And you got to remember, of course, Carson Wentz benched this year for Jalen Hurts. A lot of that probably due to the fact that Doug Pederson wanted to see what he had in Jalen Hurts. Although the issue is the Jalen Hurts draft pick was not Doug Pederson's call. That was Howie Roseman's call. And so you kind of pigeonholed Doug Pederson and having to go ahead and make that call. It's unbelievable. It is absolutely crazy what has gone on in Philadelphia today. Let me ask you guys this. Who's the starting quarterback now with the coaching change here in 2021? Type CW down below for Carson Wentz. Type JH down below for Jalen Hurts. Quickly, while you guys are out there, quick shout out to our sponsor, BetUS. And listen, some great options to go ahead and bet on for a great, hopefully, weekend in divisional football in the National Football League. Go to chatsports.com/EaglesBet. Use that promo code EAGLES125 for 125% deposit bonus whenever you put your first $100 down. Give you my picks again today. I think Buffalo -2.5 versus Baltimore. I'm riding the Bills train all the way to the AFC title game. The Browns will not beat the Chiefs. They will cover, though. Give me them +10 versus Kansas City. And then the Bucks, I think they're going to beat the Saints. 0-2 so far this year, but Brady and company are rolling. Mike Evans, AB, they look great. +3. They're going to for sure cover. I think they beat the Saints. I bet them here as well. Do it all with our friends at BetUS. Email us any questions you have at eagles@chatsports.com. Link down below. You can see me right now. And, of course, that's what you do if you have any questions regarding BetUS or just betting in general. Final thoughts here on Doug Pederson. Again, this is just... It's insane. It's hard to swallow. And listen, maybe they have the perfect candidate already planned out, and they have a brand new head coach that they're going to immediately announce as they're going to hire, and they love this guy, and they've been looking at whoever it is for the past couple of years, and they're super excited. And maybe this next head coach wins a Super Bowl, and we look back on this video and go, Thomas was wrong, Doug Pederson was a problem, blah, blah, blah. Maybe, right? I can always be wrong, but I'm telling you, the Super Bowl winning head coaches do not get fired like this. Mike Tomlin has not won a Super Bowl in years, and they've still kept him and had a lot of success with the Steelers. I know they lost yesterday, but still, there's no precedent for firing a head coach with this much success over the first 5 years of his coaching career. And it just shows, I think, the Eagles have an identity problem. They have a general manager problem. I mean, this clearly shows Howie Roseman is going to stay. And I think the question marks now in Philadelphia have reproduced tenfold and created an absolute nightmare scenario in Philadelphia, which they now must try and fix by going out and, I guess, hiring somebody, which we'll cover here as we always do on Philadelphia Eagles Now. It's insane. All right, final question. Will the firing of Doug Pederson, was that the right call? Does anyone agree? If you agree with that, type Y. If you don't, type N. I'll be surprised if I see some Ys down below, but maybe I do. I mean, I don't know. Gosh, it's crazy. I'm going to read the comments on this one. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. Ultimately, out for today here on Philadelphia Eagles Now. What a crazy day. I'm your host, Thomas Mott, signing off for the rest of your day.